We ain't never getting older.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Kurt Burgers here with top 3 things that every noob has done in Clash Royale. So we were all noobs at one point, and I know I have done all 3 of these things many times when I was an inexperienced player. So if you have done at least one of these things, leave a like on the video. Another thing is that this list isn't in any particular order, so something at the beginning of the video can be just as valuable as something at the end of the video. Without further ado, let's jump into top 3 things that every noob does in Clash Royale. First thing that all noobs do in Clash Royale is using spells ineffectively. The most common scenario is when they aimlessly throw a spell at a tower for no reason. For example, in this battle in particular, we already have 5 misused spells in the first minute of the match. This next guy up just blatantly fireballs the king tower, and the next guy, oh, okay, here comes this giant, and what do you think he's gonna do, guys? He throws arrows at the giant. I'm pretty sure arrows do like 100 damage, and giants have 3,000 health. So if you're thinking properly, that is a brilliant idea. You guys will not believe this one. The knight is finishing off the giant, and the guy has arrows in his hand. What is he thinking? He throws the arrows at nothing, an invisible tower. Like, what is this guy doing? You guys won't believe this one either. This guy here, the giant is dead. You can see that, and the fireball just flies out of his hand and hits nothing after the giant is clearly gone. Here we have the player throwing arrows at the witch, and then if you look at the top, the Valkyrie gets arrowed for no reason, and the witch ends up finishing the tower for the 3 crown. So in this battle alone, we had 12 failed spells, and that means that each player had to use their spell 3 times in order to reach this amount. The next thing that all noobs do in Clash Royale is create a deck surrounding all of their epic cards. Just because epic cards are harder to get doesn't mean you should smash them all together in one single deck. Another thing that players do is they take every individual card that is the best and put them all in the same deck. If this makes any kind of sense, for example, the giant is better than the archers, but archers is a good backup card and giant is a good tank. So you have to have a mixture of cards in your deck instead of just putting all tanks in your deck. So then you get destroyed in every single battle all the time. Next up on this list, we have when noobs push with only 1 card. So in here we have a prince pushing, and you're expecting a giant push coming our way. But then the guy just decides to leave the prince, just completely abandon it, and throw a random fireball at the king's tower. People who are new to the game think it's a good idea just to put down 1 troop as fast as you can and just let it go and kill the king tower. In this situation here, the other player has a giant pushing, and the other player has a giant and bomber. He places a prince to defend it, and there's this just lonely giant on the left, just strolling in and going for the kill. He's just going in, the other player isn't defending it, he isn't supporting it, it's just, you know, going. In the same exact game, we have a new giant going for the same tower, and the opponent is yet again not defending it. And what do we see here? He places his own lone giant on the same tower. And it's going in, and the opponent just throws a random fireball to nowhere. I can see how new players see this as a good idea, because the troop they're sending in alone usually does a lot of damage fast. So I admit, I have the same exact idea. I thought the troops would do really well alone, and just, you know, go in there and do their thing and take the tower down. So that is going to be all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, if one of these things has ever happened to you, leave a like on the video. That would make me extremely happy, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, folks.